Chapter 4. Divine Romance. Now, I am going to touch upon very important things which are sacredly personal, Saint Germain explained, speaking directly to Nada, Pearl, Rex, and Bob Singleton. I do not wish you to feel that I intrude upon your sacred, private affairs, nor that I take advantage of you because of the power I possess and use. However, there are certain things that I must make unmistakably plain to you. Rex and Pearl are twin rays from the same divine flame. The flame comes forth from the heart of God, the great life consciousness of the universe, the great central sun. When you, the mighty I Am Presence, will to come forth into an individualized focus of conscious dominion and use the creative word I Am, your first individual activity is the formation of a flame. Then you, the individualized focus of the mighty I Am Presence, begin your dynamic expression of life. This activity we term self-consciousness, meaning the individual who is conscious of his source and perfection of life expressing through himself. Only the self-conscious individual has all the attributes and creative power of the mighty I Am Presence. Only he can know who and what he is and express the fullness of the creative power of God whenever he decrees by the use of the words I Am. The outer human part of this activity is what we call the personality. It is but the vehicle through which perfection should be expressed into the outer substance of the universe. Within the pure God flame is a breath that pulsates constantly. This great fire breath is a rhythmic outpouring of divine love, its three attributes being love, wisdom, and power in action. These pour out constantly into the infinite sea of pure electronic light. This light is the universal substance or spirit out of which all forms are composed. It is intelligent, mark you, because it obeys law through the command of the individual who says or is conscious of, I am. These two words are the acknowledgement and release of the power to create and bring forth into outer existence whatever quality follows that acknowledgement. For intelligence to act, there must be intelligence to be acted upon, and the universal substance, being like a photographic film, takes the record of whatever quality the individual imposes upon it through his thought, feeling, and spoken word. The words I Am, whether thought, felt, or spoken, release the power of creation instantly. Make no mistake about this. Intelligence is omnipresent, and it is within the electronic light. The first fiat of creation that went forth into infinity was, let there be light. And then creation took place, for out of this primal light comes all manifested form. The light is the central point of life or energy within every atom, composing the substance from which comes all physical manifestation. I speak of the atom because the lower rate of vibration composing the physical manifestation is the atomic structure, which we have under consideration. When you consciously envelop or hold any person, place, condition, or thing in the dazzling white light, you are penetrating, going through the atomic structure into the electronic, wherein there is no imperfection. In this use of the light, one penetrates the structure of imperfection, and that on which the attention is centered is then brought forth perfect, not only as the Father sees it, but it is the Father's perfection expressed. You, as the Son, are given choice, commanded to choose and direct where the energy, which is the activity of the light, shall go. It is imperative to have your conscious thought, your firm attention on what is to be accomplished, in order to give the needed direction to the activity of this mighty force, which it is your right and privilege to use. When you use the dazzling white light, you are actually accepting the electronic structure which is then present in manifestation, for you are acting from the plane of action of perfect manifestation. Your desire, when held steady, unwaveringly, becomes the conscious thought directing, for you cannot have a desire without conscious thought in the desire. Great strides have been made in the higher use of the light at the inner levels in the past 15 years. Your conscious great adherence to the light shows you are ready for its highest use. If in your use of the light you will know the perfection of what you wish is already present in manifestation, the moment you start the dynamic action of the light, it will remove all uncertainty in your mind as to the positive assurance of the manifestation or what you wish taking form in your physical use. In clothing or visualizing any person, place, object, or condition with the illuminated figure of Jesus Christ or the figure of any other ascended master, you are really unclothing, penetrating through the atomic garment, where you see, recognize, and accept the perfection you now want present in form, for you have swept aside all imperfection in the action. The student should see and feel his body as if composed of pure white flame, sending out long rays of light. The flame is your real self, the mighty I Am Presence, the full Christ perfection. The rays shooting forth are the divine mind, or love in action. These rays are what follow your conscious direction, carrying your thought and producing magical results when consciously directed, held firm by determined, unwavering conscious attention. The light you thus visualize is the electronic substance the Hindus call prana. This light is always directed by thought, but it is imperative that we learn to control and direct it consciously. This conscious control and direction is how the ascended masters accomplished such marvelous results. Divine love is a presence, an intelligence, a principle, a power, an activity, a light, and a substance. When we command divine love to go forth and do anything, we are setting into motion the highest form of action, the most powerful force. This, however, does not require terrific effort. In fact, it requires just the opposite. It is a calm, steady, determined, conscious knowing. As this becomes a fixed consciousness, an absolute certainty in one's conscious awareness, he will find more and more instantaneous response to his demand and command. Never be afraid to demand and command anything that is a universal principle. Make no mistake, the light, the universal electronic substance, is for your use, is at your command. Your mighty I Am Presence is a self-conscious being, of which your outer consciousness is but a fragmentary part. Therefore, you can talk to your mighty Master within as you would to a loving Father who possessed limitless light, love, riches, power, health, happiness, or anything you could desire. For the more you consciously use this mighty presence of the I Am, the quicker will it respond to you. Divine love can control all manifestation. If in your use of divine love, you are conscious that it has within itself all love, wisdom, and power of this mighty I Am Presence, The fact is that you qualify this principle which you command with whatever quality you are conscious of as being within it. You are given dominion of everything in the air, in the earth, in the fire, and in the water through the command of this mighty universal principle which is always at your conscious service and for your use. Love, divine mind, and prana are one in the static or still state. Through the conscious action of the individual, divine love, consciously directed, becomes love, wisdom, and power in action. This is why divine love, consciously directed to accomplish things, produces such marvelous results. It becomes instantaneous and all-powerful as soon as the outer consciousness ceases to limit it.